What is going on, guys? Valcor Soul here, and today I have another amazing video for you guys. And this video has to do with pets. As you can see from the title, guys, this is how to properly, notice how I said properly, guys, how to properly level up your pets. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys didn't know that there's no real way to properly level your pets, but there is. And it's a little secret that King's Owl doesn't, they don't really feel the need to tell people this. And I'm not sure if like some certain people knew about this and they just didn't want to say anything, but there is a proper way, guys, to level your pets. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with the terms of first generation and second generation pets. Well, as everyone knows, the first generation pets are the ones that, well, King's Owl gives us. King's Owl gives the pets the stats, and there's nothing you can do about the stats. Whoa, I'm here to tell you that the stats that are on the pet itself, the first generation pet, there's more than, well, five stats, as you guys can probably tell. If you guys look at the bottom, you'll be able to see. Here, I'll show you guys as an example right now with one of my pets. All right. Now, you guys see on this Flame Dance Seraph, right? How it's only able to hold five talents in total, one jewel socket. Okay, but as you may see, there's four epics, there's three ultra rares, and zero rares, and three uncommons. Now, those are some of the talents you can possibly get, guys. Hear me out, hear me out. Some of the talents you could possibly get. Now, it's like basically a gamble. Well, not really a gamble. Some people have to see it as a gamble because they only use certain pet snacks. And the reason why I say this is a gamble is because you guys can actually pick and choose which stats you want on your first generation to decide how good your second generation hatch will be. Um, so when I first heard about this, one of my friends told me about this, and I was just confused because I'm like, okay, I've always leveled my pets up with just my snacks, and yeah, most of my pets failed, honestly. But I didn't get a good storm pet till recently, and I used this method. That's why I'm trying to, like, I guess, put out this video, because I'm pretty sure like a lot of people, they do not know about this method, and it's actually sad. But I'm gonna go ahead on and stop talking and explain this to you guys. All right, so you guys know how you have your basic strength, your basic intellect, agility, will, and power. All right, now I'm not sure if you guys read this. Now listen to what the certain things affect. Strength affects damage, pip chances, resistance, outgoing healing, armor piercing, stun resistance, and the cost to cheer while swimming in the pet derby. Okay. Intellect affects mana, accuracy, pip chance, incoming heal, armor piercing, critical block rating, and the cost to cheer while running on clay in the pet derby. Agility affects health, accuracy, resistance, incoming healing, armor piercing, critical rating, and the cost to cheer while running on grass in the pet derby. Will affects health, mana, damage, outgoing health, critical rating, critical block rating, and the cost to cheer while running on dirt. Okay, now, like I said, it's still a bit of a gamble, but what I have noticed is that intellect. Here's the person that told me about it. Now he's over here right now. Hold on, let me tell him. Okay. Okay. So, as I was saying, these four things, I wouldn't really count power. These four things affect what stats you are going to have on your pet, guys. What not stats, what talents you guys are going to have. Now, I've known that, well, my friend told me that you never want to use intellect. You never want to use intellect. Now, I just thought he was like, he was kind of bullshitting at first. Like, I thought he was. Like, honestly, I, I just, like, kept leveling my pets the same. And then, like, I was like, you know what? Fine. Fine. Let me calm down. So, I stopped using intellect and I used it on a first generation pet. And I got that pet all the way up to adult with no intellect whatsoever. I didn't use no intellect. So, basically I added strength. I added the lowest amount of strength I possibly could because strength also adds to pip chance and shit. So it's honestly it's hard. It's hard like how to affect the stats because you don't know what you're getting sometimes. But I hear intellect affects the worst of stats. And I also hear that if you do a little bit of intellect and you have high power, the power will boost the intellect more than any of the others. Well, you could say. So like say like if the agility gets boosted by 2 every 1 power. So 175 times. Okay, I'm not doing that math. That's too much math right now, but you guys kind of get the hang of it. Intellect has more, I guess you could say, intellect by power, if you get what I'm saying. So if I used a lot more power, I would be boosting my intellect up crazily, even if I just used, let's say, 4. If I had 4 intellect, my intellect will be probably boosted way higher than any of these other ones. So after I did that and I used nothing but straight intellect, obviously the pet wasn't exactly here. I can should probably show you guys the pet right now if I have it equipped. If I have it equipped, I think it is Cosmo. Okay, obviously this pet did not, I guess you could say, in a sense, do well because as you can see I started using intellect on it. See, I didn't see, guys, the thing is I used intellect on this pet. Okay, this is what happens when you use intellect. I used agility, will, and strength all the way up until basically he got to adult, I think. Yeah, like I said, until he got to adult. After he turned to adult, guys, I just spammed intellect and agility. But this is before I hatched the pet. Thank God this is before I hatched the pet. Well, no, this is after I hatched the pet. But I used a lot of like random pet snacks. And you guys know what I get after I use that pet snack, guys? Alright, wait for it, wait for it. I get fucking Pip O'Plenty. Okay? Now this is how like I'm starting to understand what this is. Cosmo is definitely a first generation, guys. This Cosmo is a first generation. Okay? So after I hatched Cosmo with Scrub, she doesn't, I don't think she plays this game anymore. Her name is Kristen. But after I hatched this pet with her, I got, oh, I don't even have my Glamoring Gulcher on this character, guys. I got a Glamoring Gulcher that has, I think it's double damage right now, and then it's proof with critical rating. All right, now for now, that's a pretty good pet, and it's only at epic, and the DNA is outstanding for an epic pet. It's at 31. Um, and I'm not talking about this right here. I'm talking about what's in the little parentheses. But that's 31 for my epic pet, and it did substantially better than any of my other pets that I have tried just leveling up off the muzzle. Now, most of my pets are in my house right now. I didn't bother grabbing any of them, but this pet was one of my first pets I ever started leveling up. And you guys can obviously see that didn't go so well because it's the first generation and it's still school pet. So, but anyways, guys, you're going to, so the real secret is you're going to want to use, I guess, as little bit of strength as you can. Use no intellect at all on a first, now listen guys, it's a first generation, not a second generation. You still want to do this on your second generations though. You still want to do this on your second generations just until I guess I'd say about ancient. Once your pet's ancient, then I guess you can take your chances with the gamble because everything else would probably most likely be maxed, and then you'll just be leveling up the intellect alone. is kind of what I did on my Glamoring Ultra, which I'm hoping that it doesn't fail. I'm still experimenting with this, guys, but what I've known is the less intellect and the least, I wouldn't say, the less intellect you have and I guess the little bit of strength you have, the better. Okay, for your first generation only, because once you hatched, it's gonna most likely give you the pet that you want with better stats, and it's gonna either give you the pet that you had with the better stats, or it's gonna give the person. Well, you're probably gonna get a mix. It doesn't matter. Hatching is weird, guys. I can't really give you guys a full blown estimate, but yes, guys, just use at least like pet like snacks like here. I can give you guys examples. Snacks like I guess ape grapes for example. It only has power and it only has strength. One strength. That's not that bad. Let's see if I can find any bigger snacks here. Give you guys a better example. I just used all my mega pet snacks, guys, to level up this fucking myth pet for my myth. So I'm sorry I really don't have any good examples. I definitely don't have any good examples. Yeah, for something like Shanta Pudding, let's say. Shanta Pudding, it only has 3 strength, has 4 power, and then 3 agility. That would be lovely for leveling up your pet and just its stats in general. Sprinkle cupcakes. See, guys, you're not really leveling up the pet itself, but you're leveling up these things right here first. You're not leveling up the pet. Forget about the pet going from baby to teen to adult to ancient to epic to mega all the way to ultra. Forget about that. What you want to be focusing on right then and there is these right here. These factors: agility, will, and power. Mostly agility, will, and power, and a little bit of strength, guys. And the reason why I say a little bit of strength, because that strength, that little bit of strength will open up for you to be able to get the damage dealers and, you know, whatever the other ones are called. I'm sorry, I'm not good with names on this game, guys. But honestly, I do believe that is a secret that I've not been seen explained by any other YouTubers, honestly. But let me know if this works for you guys in the comment section. I would love to see if you guys have experimented. If you guys have experimented with this. It worked for me, honestly, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna work for this new pet that I'm making now. I'm gonna make a pet, well, this myth pet, and after I hatch it, I'm gonna give you guys an update because I'm pretty sure that this is a way to basically kind of sort of, not for sure, but kind of sort of get what you want in this game. Alright, guys. This has been Valcor Soul coming at you guys with another Wizard 101 video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was very informational and educational, and yeah, and all that other bullshit. Hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.